Hello, my name is Francis Fox. I'm a trained remote viewer. I specialize also in interspecies communication, which is exactly what it says, interspecies. I'm not a pet psychic, even though I can do that also. And I have all my skills developed because of my very unusual history, which I'm not going to go into now. Now, I hope the Cuban side of me doesn't take over and I end up having a long podcast chat because I don't feel like talking much, but I just finished a fascinating class that I gave, which was for the face. So I sketched all the participants' faces. It was unbelievable. We hold, all of us, you know how all this part of us gets unattractive? I have to stare at my face all day long in the chats. I don't like being photographed. If you look at family pictures, I'm the one holding the camera. I don't like being photographed. Maybe because I was involved in pornography when I was sex trafficked. I don't like it. So we're doing this, and because I want to see if I can't repair this and what can we find out about the other dimensions, the face, but for me, okay, and of course the people that are paying. Turns out that our jaw on the right hand side holds our rage against mother and mother figures. As soon as we changed the mantra that we were doing a mantra to learn how to restore our etheric face. This is the matrix from where the physical body comes. Any defects in this is a defect on the physical body. We all had congestions of fire there. And the fire comes from stuff that bothers us and we don't express. And then when I went deeper, it has to do with mother issues. So if we change the mantra, even though I hate my mother, it starts to unwind and to repair. Very interesting. But anyway, at the end of the class, I asked if any of the participants had jade masks, which I have sold and which are even used in burials. So it's used as a protection. So I said, if anybody has a jade mask that you bought from me or whatever, put it on. This was all via internet, and I will look and see the change. So the next thing I want to tell you from that class is that sleep apnea is helped by a jade mask. One of the participants who I did not, first place, I don't need to know stuff. I'm going to look at something, I have to have a question, and then I get the answer. So I wanted to know what a jade mask would look like. Not would look like, I know what they look like, I sell them. What it does for people. So she had it on, and I was looking during the chat as she knew that. And I said, the jade mask is really going after your nose. I mean, it's like hammering it and pulling it and twisting it. I said, do you have sleep apnea? And she didn't answer. And I said, do you like stop breathing in the middle of the night a lot? And she said, yeah, I think I do that. She has sleep apnea. The jade mask was literally knows where there's something the matter with you that you may not know, and it was working on it. I was like so happy, so impressed. So, what is sleep apnea? Sleep apnea, okay, I'm drama queen, okay? So, sleep apnea, you get it when you're a liar. What? Yes. You say, oh, I'm happy. You know what? My husband's difficult, I know. But it's okay. It's okay. I can, it's okay. He said, whatever, when it's not really true. You know what? I like my job. I know I work too much. They're not paying me enough, but I really like my job. It's okay. When it's not, that's a lie. Well, no, everybody does it. I know, but it's a lie. And your body doesn't have those nuances. You're a liar. You're going to mess up your central channel, which is your causal body where your intentions are, in this space. So if you have sleep apnea, you are a liar. Plain and simple. Now, what do? Throw out the wife, the job, the dit? No. Maybe you should look at that because you have the right to be happy. But if you want to take care of the sleep apnea, just go ahead and just do all day long. Even though I'm a liar, I love and accept myself. Even though I'm a liar, I love and accept myself. And you will take care of the sleep apnea. No medicate. Now, if you have sleep apnea, you need to do what your medical doctor tells you to do. Slow boat to China, do that, but do the mantra even though I'm a liar, because that's the root cause. What's the problem with that? You need for your kundalini to go up the center axis, and then it becomes a serpent up here, and you are like in bliss. You ain't gonna be in bliss ever unless you get that central channel unclogged. Okay, I know why most of you are here, and it's not that type of thing, but I have to say that the last couple of days have been beyond difficult. Everybody is positioning themselves in this country politically. The mind control victims are positioning themselves, and they're not all on the same page. This is not good for me. The politicians are not all on the same page. That's not good for me. Who's in charge of the other dimensions? I don't know. That's not good for me. I'm getting threatened. Gotta choose sides. Well, why do I have to choose any sides? So I think that maybe I'm making a lot of additional enemies when I come up with information that I feel that's important that we know. But maybe I'm important too. And maybe the level of information I have is really not appropriate for everybody. I have no idea what to do. All I want to do is go out and get my nails done and buy clothes and be able to have friends and go out to dinner. I don't want these things. There's a bit too many years. So I think I need to change this because I think this is not good for me to be giving all this information that is really. I mean, I have people approaching me in the other dimensions. They want to know where I stand with them. What the heck do I know where I stand with you? I don't even know what you're doing. I've actually never seen your face. Oh, but they know me. So if you see me weird, I think anybody would be weird. So I did do the map just to please everybody. That's anger. Lots in Canada. What's going on there? And then the United States. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what state that is, but it's close to Texas. And up here, that's just spiraling portals open from anger. And that makes sense because we have a lot going on. And we have, which I have with the text in Spanish. So if that bothers you, you have to visualize. This is the map of the United States, and all those blue circles are where there's going to be protests. The problem is that in a time of excess fire, when the devil is totally loose, and the spirits that at one point did have physical bodies that didn't go to the light are totally out of control, there will be no protests, there will be violence because there's too much fire. So you have to visualize the map, a simple map of the United States, or this map, whatever. I'm going to put it up on my social media starting tomorrow morning. You visualize ice on top of the United States. You visualize yourself with a hose with ice water, and you're going to be cooling down the United States starting from today having to do with the protests so that they don't get violent. There's no way they're not going to get violent if we don't reduce the fire. And we can reduce the fire. It just needs enough people. I cannot do it by myself. My group, we're going to start working on it tomorrow. We'll do 2 or 3 chats in which we get together several hundred people and do it. Um, but you should contribute to it now that you have that information and that power to make a difference in the world. Now, you could say, God, everything is such a mess. Well, we were told 5,000 years ago that it would be a mess. This is not news. We just really didn't believe it. It went in one ear and out the other. We're in the apocalypse, end times, revelations, going from one cycle to a totally different cycle where power is different, where everything is different, where what's important is different, who's going to be in charge is different. Um, but if we can get the fire down, at least there won't be those images of the apocalypse where it's just red, fire, the devil, people looking like they're crazy, people killing each other, body parts. That can be prevented. Believe it or not, that can be prevented. And that's what we're here to try to teach people and to explain to people. Now, if I can't get my social media out from under, even in X, they put me on a temporary whatever because of some posts, but the posts were all about Elon and Trump, and they didn't say anything bad. And they were kind of nice graphics. And now I'm restricted, but I didn't really have any momentum there anyway. I've been restricted from day one. I can actually see the guy sitting in an office that is holding back my account. I know it's not Elon. I'm not even bothering requesting because there's so many people that need so many things. But if I can't get this information out there, you didn't learn it from shamanism because you don't even know what shamanism is. You don't even know Jesus Christ was a shaman. The first thing he did was to balance his elements by having a baptism in water. Why is the baptism? It's not just a ceremony. There has to be water because it purifies. So I think I'm calling it quits now. But before we do that, let's do 7 minutes of mantras. Okay? And let me go ahead. Let me put that. We're going to do 6 minutes because the video is 3 minutes. So I'm going to put it twice. The video that we all love now with all the ice. Okay? This will do it. And I really am in a dilemma as to what to do. I have information and it's dangerous. This is the mantra, okay? And I will get the video we did yesterday and I'll play it twice. And this is the video that we did when there was a crisis with Elon and Trump, what there no longer is. For those who are new, hate is extra fire. If you say we hate, your system, literally through the breath and the words, is vacuuming and ditching out, you don't keep it, the extra fire element. And even if you don't feel hate, you're helping the environment by doing this, okay? Always put your seatbelt on first and then help other people. In this case, Visualize a block of ice inside your head, a block of ice inside your liver in the back wall, and then go ahead and help other people with this mantra, okay? And this visualization. I want to show you something. I went to get it and I obviously didn't find it in time. Give me 1 second, okay? I want to show you something. I put something up. Okay, everything has consciousness. See, this is the work I love. Everything has consciousness. This is the rose quartz mask. Okay, this and Jade, I'm not going to take the time to find it now. Literally, you put it on your face. But this one also, but it does something different. I don't know what it does because I haven't looked at it. The Jade one, you put it on your face and it literally starts to work. This woman had it. She didn't know she has sleep apnea. She put the Jade mask on. I could see the Jade mask frantically working at this part of her, trying to get this unstuck. A Jade mask, a crystal. Crystals have consciousness. I think we are going to be able to use crystals to power everything. So wrap your head around that. Get creative. Get creative now with the issues that we have so that we can gracefully get through this transition that the planet is in, that we're in the United States and Mexico, the whole country, the whole world is in it. Because it's so exciting, the stuff. This political stuff is not so exciting, but the building and the golden age is very exciting. You just have to get through this really yuck part, and everybody's trying to position himself, which is what's been happening for the last couple of days. People are coming to me in the other dimensions, not like Schiff and not like my handler, but they're like, well, are you going to say anything about me? Well, I don't even know you. Yeah, you know who I am. Well, but got to get through this time. Okay, we got to get through this time. We got to get to the other side this week with the demonstrations on Saturday. We can do this. Get everybody, tell your kids. They can do it like this. Say, between now and Saturday, every time you think about it, or you think about anything, you see any news, you see anything, whatever, just visualize the entire United States under a cascade of cold water or one big chunk of ice, and then the demonstrators or whatever, the protesters in not igloos, because the igloos are kind of like individual. Get creative. And when you watch the news, rather than saying, oh my God, what are they doing? What animals? Don't do that. Just do, even though we hate, we love and accept ourselves. We can do this. It's applying planetary, planet Earth, ancient knowledge. It's just baseline rules. Like you have rules in terms of when you drive up to an intersection with your car, you have to stop your car because if you don't, you may end up dead. So you kind of, yeah, this is a rule. Well, these are rules too. These are laws. And if you follow them and understand them and work with them, everything can be fine. I'm trying to teach you that. Okay? Bye. Bye. Nothing more to be said. Bye. Saturday's important, but starting today, reduce fire.